It's been calculated that the civil disobedience tipping point, which is the maximum capacity of the police to arrest people, of the jails to hold people, and of the courts to process people, is, in Australia, around 100,000 people. Anything more than that and the system comes crashing down. Attendance at the Freedom rallies last month shows we're almost there. No wonder the Morrison government has been scared into resorting to the refuge of tyrants, the military, to intimidate citizens into compliance, and to mandating injections threatening to rip away people's livelihoods. Everyday Australians are seeing through the smoke screens of fear and intimidation. People now see the cost of the restrictions to family and community exceeds the medical cost of the virus. Everyday Australians have spoken. We will not be divided. We are united. We are one community. We are one nation. Thank you.
Boom sugar-looking, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters around the world. It is your boy, Chris Shul, a.k.a. the Esoteric Noetic, a.k.a. the Chocolate Nubian Soul Brother from Ghana, West Africa, dropping the Westmatic Truth Bombs here in Melbourne, Australia. Sure to like the video, subscribe, click on the bell, tell your friends, tell your mom, drop some comments, let us know what it is. Ooh, hear the birds chirping. They're singing because they're happy about what you guys are doing, standing up against the tyranny. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a tide that is coming. And the government is scared. As that last video was saying, there is only so much that the police force can deal with. There are only so many prisons that can hold the people. When the people unite together to stand against tyranny, there is an awakening of consciousness. There is an efflorescence of consciousness within the planet when people come together to stand against tyranny. Can you feel it? Mother Gaia is saying, I hear your cries, and I'm here to change the state of things. That you cannot hold people down in their homes for so long. People are very resilient. They can withstand a lot of change, a lot of things for a period of time. But at some point, enough becomes enough. At some point, when you step on people, you treat them like doormats and you tell them these platitudes. 2 weeks to flatten the curve, mate. Oh, look, mate, it's for your safety. Just a little longer. It's 5 days. No, mate, oh, wait, 1 more week. Just 1 more day. Oh, no, look, mate, we'll give you some handouts. Oh, no, look, we can't actually give you any handouts. Eventually, enough becomes enough. And we are seeing around Australia, mate, but also around the world, people rising up in the masses. We saw this take place several months ago in Italy, where people all around Italy said no to the government, opened up their businesses, said nay. We are seeing this in France, where millions of people are rising up and spraying shit on government buildings and telling Macron what they think about his mandatory boom shakalaka passports. And no doubt, we are seeing the same thing happen here. The silent majority is waking up. And when you wake up the silent majority, when you make an issue so incredibly important that they cannot refuse to confront this regardless of what political alignment they have, they are forced to move towards one side of the fence and say, I ain't having it. It's so blatantly clear that this stuff cannot continue. Then you have a powerful force awakening. We have the situation that we currently have where tens of thousands, potentially millions of people are waking up. are rising up, taking to the streets. Just over a few days ago, we saw Melburnians come to the streets and protest. This was covered by The Real Rakshan. I think many of you guys would have seen the stream. And it was interesting to see ScoMo, Scott Morrison, the Lord and Savior of this great country, tuning in. Because he's probably concerned about what is going on. Concerned the fact that he is really not liked right now by a lot of people. And whereas the media is doing everything they can to present this narrative that, oh, look, there are only a few little conspiracy theorists, maybe, a couple hundred that aren't happy with it. But by large and part, everyone wants to be safe. Everyone wants to be locked in their homes. And everyone wants to get the experimental jab because they care about their safety and they care about their families. And they want to be fucked by the government. They don't want to go back to their businesses. They want to be on support for the rest of their lives. Oh, well, at least until everyone gets boom shakalaka. No, man. Well, the reality is people want their freedom back. It's not life to be living in a constant state of fear where you cannot plan more than a couple of days into the future, where you can't walk down the street without being concerned that some Momo, some Popo is going to tell you, where's your mask? Is going to ask you for your boom shakalaka passport. It's no life to enter a bar and be asked to show your papers. It's no life to be split into a section of the misfits of society where you no longer have your basic unalienable rights because you have decided to be a human being and you trust in this immune system that has been bestowed upon you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the people are rising. The people are rising just as they have throughout every stage of history. Just as the slaves did in ancient Rome. As the Roman Empire tried to instill fear within people. Crucified thousands, millions of people for standing against tyranny and wanting their freedom. The people are rising just as they did a few hundred years ago on the plantations of the South in the United States, where my people, but more importantly, people, my people, the people that actually value freedom, said, you will not keep me down. You will not force me to work on the cotton fields. And you will not hunt me because I value my freedom. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm not sick. I'm not sick for wanting to breathe the air, look into the sky, and feel like I am part of the earth and having no ruler try to control me. No, that is not weird. That is what it means to be human, to be free. Freedom is our birthright. Remember that. Without freedom, there is no life. Life is more than just whimpering away, wondering if you're going to die. Because the reality is death comes to us all. It is inescapable. Every single person in the history of mankind has lived, but they have also died. And it's not about staying at home trying to avoid death. It's about how you live, ladies and gentlemen. It's about what you do with your life. What you do each day echoes throughout eternity in the universe. How you decide to live your life. Your values, your choices. But when you are deprived of those choices and made to fear the consequences, that's the enemy of life. That attitude only brings about tyranny, and it brings about a lack of spirit. So, my friends, sons of light, disseminators of wisdomatic truth bombs, soldiers of the truth, warriors of peace and freedom, I salute you. Remember that there are three things that cannot remain hidden for long. The sun. See if I can find it here. I think it's up there somewhere. The moon. And the wisdomatic truth bombs of the chocolate Nubian soul brother. Ow!
What is liberty?
What the? Who says you can't build muscle on a vegan diet?
What's it like being a hottie in the vegan community?
There are no political solutions, only technological ones.
The economics of the system don't allow multiple competing systems to survive.
Engineering, technology, these arts of humanity, they are magic.